Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one and only Ben Cloudy. Welcome to the pod, Ben.
Thank you so much.
Happy and honored to have you on the pod. And we just want to break your journey and just to know how you came about in terms of your growth, your birth, and everything that encompasses you. So maybe we'll just start from where you were born, how you grew up, how you're able to transit into music that as we shall capture it in the different scenarios. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is a privilege to be here. I'm really glad and I thank God for this opportunity.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. So my journey, I was born in DRC. DRC, that is a Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah.
And so, as a Christian, I was born in a Christian family.
Wow, amazing.
My father and my mother, all of them are Christian. Of course, they also serve in a church. And that was my journey. And so how did I come to know, of course, God? I will start there. Sometimes we can find ourselves in this situation where we are familiar because our parents are Christian.
Yeah.
It's not automatically for...
Presume you're all Christians.
Sometimes we need to understand that. And I do not condemn people who will find themselves, their parents are Christian, but they decided to go the other way.
Yeah, true.
So their time maybe has not yet arrived, but one day God can do something.
Yeah.
So I was in this situation also. I didn't want to be like, I'm in a certain situation whereby, because my parents are Christian, I was automatically to be Christian. There must be a certain force that attracts me to be a Christian.
Yeah, true.
Not just pretending.
Yeah,
that's why you find many people right now, they have just been, it's like absorbed with the family is Christian, So many people will say, I'm a Christian also because the parents are Christian, and but deep down, you'll find they're struggling with so many things. And when it will come to the eyes of people, people will be starting now, it's like asking themselves, wow, this guy can do this. But it's because sometimes it's a personal decision. And I like my father usually tell me that I'm not forcing you to be a Christian, but just at the right time, you'll make your own decision. So I grew in that situation, and I used to go, of course, to church, but sometimes I used to go somewhere, play football. I was a footballer. Yeah. Actually, I have so many talents. I don't know. Yeah. I used to be not just a footballer. I used to be a good footballer. I used to be a good footballer. Yeah. But now, since I have this passion for music, I had to go that direction.
Okay.
And I remember my dad, I thank my dad, wherever he is, he really discovered this kind of desire that I had and the passion that I had for music. And he discovered that I was, every time I could see people playing, maybe instrument, I could be there.
You're very interested in it.
Very interested. I could look, I could see. And actually, there's a certain day I saw someone playing, it was an acoustic guitar. It was, for me, that day, it was like I'm in heaven. So I was there. The guy, in DRC, we don't do like here in Kenya, whereby you find people are having practice for 2 hours and it's done.
Yeah.
In DRC, you can spend the whole day practicing, the whole day. So I could be there in the morning up to 6 in the evening, just sitting, listening to this guy. Because music for me, it was like, wow. It used to catch a lot of my attentions on a level whereby I cannot leave the place. And, my dad used to beat me, but later on he came to realize that, no, I should not do this. Maybe this son has some interest in him.
Yeah.
He would like to explore more.
Yeah.
And he asked me one day a question, what do you love? Because sometimes I usually see you coming late at home, and some people will tell me that you are somewhere listening to a certain band playing music. is that really what you like to do in future or what you want to become? I told him, by the way, Dad, I'm really interested in music and I love that guitar.
Yeah.
And that day, my dad, it's like it blew his mind. He said, oh, I will look something, I'll do something. And it was a surprise for me. My dad bought me an acoustic guitar. That's those days, in our, because it was in a village, place where, you cannot find this a good box guitar acoustic, but at least it could help you to play. To play, at least to get in touch of some notes and also to learn. That day I was happy. That guitar was sleeping at my place. The guitar was near me. Wewe jaribu kugusa hiyo guitar. Utaona maneno. So, and interesting enough, I will say on my journey, no one taught me how to play. Those first, that first journey. I could go somewhere with my guitar. I see you playing. I try also there. I'll try to hold there. I will say that it was just a gift that God deposited in me, and I could be able also to play. And later on, I could develop on my own. And then from there, I started now having this interest for guitar, And after some period, I was now so much deeper in it, whereby my dad could not stop me. It's like my dad, Guy, he was saying, Guy, what did I do? I wish I could not maybe buy this guitar for these children, for this child. So in that context, but all in all, this guitar helped me a lot. Even through our emotions, we can feel something. We can feel something.
True.
Whenever I play, whenever I was sad, I remember those times. Sometimes, at that young age, I used, of course, to sing in a Sunday school. But at that young age, I could still feel something. There was a inner force that could attract me. I don't know. At that time, I could not understand what was that. But when I take my guitar, I play, I feel like I should not do what is wrong. Even if my parents could not tell me that, you should not do this and this. But when I play guitar, I feel like crying even without even knowing. I ask myself, why am I crying? And when I used to play guitar in our neighborhood, they will come close to me. Even children will start also crying, they're singing there. It's like the presence, this one I could not say it was the presence of God, because at that time I could not be able to define, to know what it was about. But later on I started developing some interest, and I joined the church. Now I was telling my dad, since now I'm at least happy. You bought me a guitar, Dad. I would like to know more about this God. That is a question. The question that you asked when I was from 1 there. I could ask my dad. I want you to help me at least to understand this God. And my dad said me, it's very hard for me to make you understand God unless you have the conviction from Him. And then now I ask him, how will I get now this conviction? Because now, every time I usually see you you wake up early in the morning, go to church. That has been a routine. I would like to understand, to know. When you have the desire from the heart, sometimes God will use it to speak to you. And I remember one night I was just asleep, and I could just feel the voice telling me, you need to go to church. To go to church. At that particular time, of course, I used to go to church, but not so much deep in these things. Church, it's like I was a churchgoer, I would say. But at that time, I heard this voice was telling me, you have to go to church. I was feeling certain force that was just telling me to go to church. And one day I went to church, and because they knew I had this kind of talent playing instrument. And I remember I played instrument that day. The atmosphere was different. I didn't know how I fell down. I didn't know how people also were falling down. Were falling down. You know, this sometimes, you know, you will understand this until when it's your part, it's your turn.
Yeah, when you experience it.
Yeah,
yourself.
when you experience
Yes,
it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Sometimes I usually see people, you know, sometimes people cry. I usually look at people when they are crying in church. I usually ask myself, this guy is an older person, is crying as a baby, like a baby. Why? Until my day reached, my day ikafika. So, but I thank God because it has been an interesting journey. That day, you know, I cried and I could feel the conviction inside my heart that there's something where God wants to take me.